Okay, today we're going to talk about naming acids. Oh, let's move this over here. Get it out of the way, sort of. Okay, so we'll skin this down a little bit. Acid is a compound that produces hydrogen ions, H+, in solution, and that means when you dissolve them, it's usually in water. We have two types of acids. We have binary acids and we have oxyacids, common types. Now there are a few others, but these are the most common, binary acids and oxyacids. Okay, binary acids contain hydrogen and one other element. Okay, here's some examples. We got HCl, hydrogen and chlorine, HI, that would be hydrogen and iodine, and H2S would be hydrogen and what? Sulfur. Sulfur, yeah. Okay. All right, naming acids. Okay, we're going to talk about binary acids first. The first word has the prefix hydro to name the hydrogen part of the compound. The rest of the first word consists of a form of the root of the second element plus the suffix ic. Okay. The second word is always acid. Okay, so we got HCl, which is an acid when dissolved in water. Hydro is the hydrogen part. And then chlorine, prefix, or not the prefix, but the root word, chlor, and then the suffix ic, and then the word acid, hydrochloric acid. I think that's all on that page. Oh, let's do one. Let's do one. Let's do on your sheet that I just gave you. Let's do HBr down at the bottom, number 30. HBr. Okay, so we need what? Hydro to indicate the hydrogen, and then what's Br? Bromine. So we'll use the root of that, which is bro, B-R-O-M, and then we'll add ic on the end of it. So hydrobromic acid. Hydrobromic acid. Okay. All right. An oxyacid is an acid that contains both hydrogen atoms, atoms, and an oxyanion. Do you remember what an oxyanion is? An anion, of course, is an ion with a negative charge. And then an oxyanion is a polyatomic ion composed of an element, usually a nonmetal, bonded to one or more oxygen atoms. Remember what some of those were? Those were the chlorates, chlorites. What page were those on? Page 221. Open your books to page 221. Okay, page 221. Well, let's see, we look down through here. I see a nitrite ion, nitrogen and oxygen, a nitrate ion, NO3, nitrogen, oxygen, hydroxide, OH, cyanide's not an anion, manganese and oxygen, permanganate. Well, there's a whole list of them there, a whole bunch of them there. Okay, so those are oxyanions. Okay, so what do we do with that? Let's see what we're going to do with that. Whoa, what happened here? Let's back up. Okay, there we go. Okay, my screen was all down. Okay, identify the oxyanion in the acid. Let's look at the first one, number 16, right there. What is the oxyanion in that acid? Well, it's ClO4. Let's see if we can find ClO4. ClO4. That's perchlorate. That's the perchlorate ion. Perchlorate ion. Okay, so here we go. The first word of the oxyacid's name consists of the root of the oxyanion and the prefix per or hypo if it's part of the name. Okay, so what is ClO4? Per chlorate, perchlorate, and a suffix. Okay, if the oxyanion name ends with the suffix "ate," replace it with the suffix "ic." Okay, so perchlorate ends in "ate," so we're going to replace that with "ic." Okay, so perchloric, and I believe that's it. Where else we got here? Thought I had something else. And then the second word is acid, so it's perchloric acid. Okay, if the oxyanion's name ended in ite, I-T-E, you replace that with the suffix O-U-S. Okay, so if we'll look up there at the top up there, number 5, I see sulfurous acid. So what oxyanion would that be? It ends in O-U-S. The acid's name has been, the oxyanion's name has been changed to us, so O-U-S. So it originally was an ite, so it's sulfite. So what would that be? Sulfite, SO3, 2 minus. And so what would the compound be? Well, if it's 2 minus, it would have to be what? H2SO3. So that would be the formula for sulfurous acid, H2SO3. Okay, so what I want you to do for the rest of the class and for homework is to probably do what is it, 17 through 29. We already done 16 and 30, but do 17 through 29 first, and then come back up and write the formulas for those acids up there. Let's look at number 22 though. It says HC2H3O2, which C2H3O2 is the acetate ion, but it's is that an oxyanion? Well, not exactly. It sort of is. So what that is, that's acetate. Change it from acetate to acetic acid. That's acetic acid. Anybody know what acetic acid is? You have it at your house, probably. Acetic acid. Starts with a V. Vinegar. Vinegar is acetic acid. Okay. All right. Let's see if we can stop.